right, it's July 7th, 2021. Thank you for being here. I'm Keon Brown. We're glad that you're here on NCC Live. The whole purpose of this show is to elevate and honor illustrious alumni from the best university on the planet, North Carolina Central University. So thank you so much for being here. I'm just so excited about this show. First, I just want to say that, look, Alumni Weekend is coming up soon. Alumni is virtual this year, July 16th through the 18th. There are links everywhere. If you're a financial member of the Alumni Association, you got to get in there. And actually, the price of the event is what your tuition would be for your dues for being a financial alumni. So you want to be a part of Alumni Weekend coming up soon. We'll make sure we put links under this video. We've got a great show today. We've got, of course, 2004 is always representing. Dahlia Davies Flanagan is in the waiting room coming up in a moment. We've got the current SGA President for North Carolina Central University, Derek Stanfield. And we're going to start out with the CEO of The Yard LLC. We want to bring in Jesse Wilkins from the class of 2007. What's up, Jesse?
What's going on, Mr. Brown?
Man, just like I said, this is like homecoming every week for me, man. What's up, and how are you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm in a good space, man.
That's good to hear. Because of everything that's going on the planet, it's great to hear people are thriving and really just kind of rebuilding and are in good spaces. So good to see you. Tell me about The Yard and how we can support you with that.
Okay. The Yard was literally an idea I had 5 years ago, man. Thinking about my son at the same time, generational wealth. And just thinking about how I can support him when he gets here. All the different relationships and different things I had when I was on campus, those are the same relationships I have to this day. Meeting new people and being inspired by different people I met at the same time. I say a lot of people went to college, but not everyone gets to experience the yard of a HBCU. And so just a lot of things I went through on campus and being a better person because of those experiences I had.
Indeed. How did NCCU find you? How did NCC find you?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I am a first generational graduate. I did not plan on coming to school at all. I had a great aunt who supported me in everything I did. She pretty much told me if I filled out the application, she would literally pay for them for me. And from that, I got accepted to 5 different HBCUs. The first one that I opened was North Carolina Central. I went to Sortie. I still have my badge from this. And
yes, Sortie.
This is what college is. This is where I'm going to be at.
Come on, Sortie. Now, talk about we have in common, and I could not pull it up. I'm going to pull it up hopefully by the end of our show. You were in the room when our friend Pierre started Paradise Clothing. What was that experience like? And I'm trying to bring up a brand new product that they've got that I want to make sure we highlight. I can't find it in this moment, but what is it like to be a part of the launch of a small business that is now really recognizable worldwide?
It's hold on one second. It's crazy, man. Just from 03 to where we are now as people and seeing each other grow up. Pierre is a part of one of the 7 people that I hold dear to my heart right now, man. And just seeing each other growing up, like from being in the room, ironing shirts and blow drying them when he used to paint and whatnot, and going out partying and just literally sitting down and having conversations about life, man. It really changed who I was, because from 03 to right now, I am a different person.
Indeed. Me too. Now, last question. What is something that you've seen coming out of the pandemic that you are really clear about now? One thing that you have become clear about coming out of this pandemic?
Mental health, man. And especially in our community, I want to speak on the Black community. We as men sometimes don't take pride in our own health, and mental health is a big thing nowadays. I am an athletic director here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm real big on my students. I treat my school just like an HBCU because a lot of these kids only know what you tell them, and they don't trust a lot of people. And just from building those relationships and looking at them the way I used to look at my football coach. He's one of the reasons I am the person I am today, because he showed me that he cared and built that relationship with me. So I really am big on mental health and therapy and all those different things, man. Just having somebody to talk to.
Right, Jesse Wilkins from the class of 2007. Thank you, brother, for being
Yes,
here.
sir.
Thank you so much, man. Stick around. We're going to bring in our next guest in just a couple minutes. But, man, thank you. We're so proud of you. And we look forward to having you at the end to talk about some other things in the news.
I appreciate you.
All right, Jesse, come on. All right. Oh, hold on, Jesse. I didn't put you back up here. Sorry. Hold on. There we go. All right. Let me just, we tried something new last week. I'm going to try it again today. We're going to share my screen really quickly. There's a couple people. What's up, everybody in the chat? I see people in the chat. What's up? What's up? There's a lot of things happening at nccu.edu and specifically their Twitter feed. So I like to pull that Twitter feed up so you guys can see kind of what's going on. Let's check out what's happening in the news. Currently, right now, we have NCCU has partnered with the Renaissance Foundation to award 6 $4,000 scholarships to first-year students who are the first in their family to attend college or university. So that's a kudos to good brother who we just spoke to, who's a first generation. So thank you so much, NCC, for doing that. Big news here. Come on, the town of Apex has selected its next police chief. Jason Armstrong, most recently, was the chief of police in Ferguson, Missouri. And he grew up in Fayetteville, and he is an NCCU alum, and he is coming back to NCCU. His first day on the job is going to be August 2nd. Congratulations to that alum. And we're queuing up our next guest, who is the current SGA president from NCCU. So we want to also tell you that there's another Eagle Aggie Challenge. Come on, Eagle Aggie Challenge. Show your pride for NCC by uploading your vaccine card. Woo, they want the vaccine card. Show your card. All right, that's from now until September 17th. Come on, we can beat the Aggies. Go ahead and get this shot. It's important. People who are dying right now are not vaccinated. Can we please not be one of those? Come on, NCCU. Let's beat the Aggies with this. Let's bring up our next guest. He's the 79th president of the Student Government Association. You know, this position means a lot to me, so I'm glad to have him in. Let's bring Derek Stanfield in. Derek, Mr. President.
How you doing?
I see you. I see you. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Mr. President?
All right, sir. All right. All right. Doing well, man. So this is one of your introductions. I should call you trustee. Trustee Stanfield just was sworn in as a member of the NCCU Board of Trustees. Congratulations to you, Mr. Trustee.
Thank you. Thank you. That was definitely a wonderful moment for me, especially just being from Durham. So
let's talk about it, man. You're from Durham. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, being the 79th president of the Student Government Association at NCCU.
Well, yes, my name is Derek Stanfield. I'm a history and political science student born down in Greenville, South Carolina, but raised in Durham. And I'm the 79th Student Government Association president. Very excited to be here. Very excited to be working with SGA this year. It's my 3rd year here at NCCU. And my brother's a graduate, just been a member of the community for a while. So I'm excited to be here.
Yep, you're also a graduate of the early college high school there on campus, right?
Yes, sir. I've been here for a while. I think it's going on my 7th year here on campus at NCCU.
Woo. In certain circles, you'd be called a super senior or a super eagle, but it's because you started out, early at the college and all of that. Tell the people a little bit about your platform and some of the things that you're looking to bring as a trustee and as the new SGA president.
Well, a priority of mine and a good amount of my peers was just bouncing back from the COVID-19 pandemic. And my platform was Stand with Stanfield for Change. And we broke it down into 4 points, but the main essence was just to focus on reforming our student government. We have a lot that we feel like we need to do to transition into a new stage that we're looking to get into. You know, ensuring accountability amongst our students and then our faculty and staff as well. You know, we're nothing without our students. They're the biggest stakeholders of our university. So we want to make sure that our faculty are actively working with our student body and allowing us to contribute and do what we do best, you know, and provide our insight on the governance of the university. And then unity, of course, which is a priority. Just like I said, coming off of the COVID-19 pandemic, it was something that just seemed second nature. When you come to an HBCU, one of the reasons that a good amount of our students come is for that family-like environment, and that's kind of an experience that we're looking to continue. And I can speak a little bit to a project that we've been working on. It stems back from my freshman year. Our student body president, Brandon Hedgebeth, the legend Brandon Hedgebeth, he started a program he called Eagle Fit Club. And this year we're transforming it a little bit, and it's going to be titled Eagle Fit Initiative. And it's going to encompass every aspect of a student's life here at NCCU. So we're talking about a focus on mental health awareness, physical fitness, reproductive health, academic excellence, personal growth, and professional development. So it's literally a 360 view of everything that you know, a student will be involved in here at NCCU. Because I feel like we should value students outside of what they do in the classroom, and you know, also care about them in their regular life. So we're looking to establish that and get that rolling. And that's going to be a mix of you know, programs and initiatives that focus on ways to get students accumulated, number one, to campus life for our incoming freshmen, and then also professional development to make sure that every student graduates with, you know, hopefully, you know, an internship or some type of postgraduate plan, a headshot, you know, a LinkedIn profile, all the things that they would need to be successful after college.
Man, I think I could echo any sentiment that people are hearing this agenda, and we are proud of you and excited to see what you will create, Mr. President. I was trying to pull up while you were talking a picture of you breaking ground on the new School of Business. I couldn't pull it up. I'll pull it up a little bit later. But man, tell me about that and what your anticipation, how you feel about being a part of such a historic moment.
You know, one thing that I'm glad you asked that. This is something that I'm really excited to speak about. Every that I've seen, and every time I've seen us break ground on a new building, for me, just being someone from the area, I kind of spoke to this a little bit at my swearing in for the Board of Trustees, but I literally used to ride my bike down Fayetteville Street. So to see how our campus is growing, I mean, we put up 3 new residence halls in the last 2 years, and then the new School of Business, and this is just the beginning of our growth. So I'm very excited, and that experience, just being in that space and seeing all those business leaders around. We were blessed with a charitable donation from one of our board of trustee members who was rolling off for an endowed scholarship for the School of Business to fund someone's education going into the future. So definitely excited about that and all the future projects that we have.
Thank you, bro. I'm pulling it up right now. Let me see if I can get it. I was trying to get it while you were talking. Let's see if we can get it. Here we go. That's you. So they say that it's a 76,608 square foot business building. I see it. What is that you holding up? Hold on. That's him. That's Derek with the hard hat on. That means he's official.
They let me keep my helmet too. So.
Nice. Keep that. All right, man. Well, you're a Durhamite, so I was gonna say how the NCCU find you, but it's because you have always been around us and always been around the campus. So we're so grateful for you for being around. Thank you for being here, the 79th president of the Student Government Association, and he's the senior vice president of the Association of Student Governments on the state level. So Eagles understand that we are represented powerfully on the state level as well as locally. So Derek, thank you for being here, man.
Thank you so much for having me on.
All right, so stick around. We're going to bring you back at the end. So just give us a couple minutes as we get dialed in, okay?
All right, sounds great.
All right. Come on. You know I appreciate these SGA presidents making sure they got what they need. And he is set up to win. I did want to, before we bring in Dahlia, man, look at this right here from our boy Pierre, Jesse. I got it pulled up. We'll talk about it in a moment, but I got to show it because I found it. They had just put out a new product, and I love it when people put out products from NCCUs. Check this out. Come on, Paradise. Y'all see these sneakers? Pierre done put some sneakers out. Look at this. These are exclusives. There's an exclusive tab where you can go to paradiseshop.com and grab them. I shouldn't even put this up until I got them, and I should have just shown you on my feet. Everybody's going to go get them. Watch. Tell them Keon sent you. Put them in the memo tab that Keon sent you. All right, let me bring in my girl, Dahlia Davies Flanagan. What's up, Dahlia? Representing Class of 2004. What's up?
That's right. Hey, you messed up with those shoes because now I'm about to get my pair. There's probably only a few left. You messed up. You should have got yours first.
I know. He sent it to me early too, and I was like, Lord, I need to get it now. But how are you doing? How you doing, Mom?
I am doing good. The girls are doing well, and we thriving.
Thank you for always being available. You know, Kenzie's in charge here, so we know she can grab the VIPs, the All-Stars. So thank you for being here. Look, Class of 04, producer, your LSs are in the freaking chat. Leslie Morrow's here. I see everybody. I can't see everybody. We need to get Leslie on because she always got the stuff, the glam squad.
Yes.
She got the accessories. Dahlia, tell folks what you've been up to and what's going on now for you.
Right. Okay. So I got some exciting news. A show that I executive produced called Spice of Life is going to be airing tomorrow. Oh no, Thursday, July 8th at 7 p.m. on Food Network. And I'm really excited about that. So everybody should definitely check it out. It's starring Hawa Hassan. She is a Somalian chef. She's a cook. She came to this country in the early 90s. She's immigrated to the West Coast. And she basically spent a good amount of her life trying to recreate the spices of Somalia. And in doing so, she started her own company, Basa Bas. You can go to basbasfood.com and you can see all the foods there. You can buy all her sauces and such. It's delicious. It's like tamarind chutneys and really, really dope East African food. And I think it's really an amazing time to see these types of shows on like Food Network. There's never really been like an African show. Netflix as well. A lot of the big streamers. This is one of the first of it. So I'm really glad to be a part of that.
So tell us again, Dahlia, what's it called and when and where?
Yes, it's called The Spice of Life. Spice of Life. It's airing on Thursday, July 8th on Food Network. Please check it out. Food Network. You can see it on Discovery Plus. If you're streaming, you can see it on the Cooking Channel. And you can see it online. You can just go online and watch. But please support because she's a young Black woman, Black-led, woman-led, immigrant-led. It's our story. She writes for us. We should write for her.
Yes, that's tomorrow, people. That is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, I have her book. This is her book. Look, this is the book. In BB's Kitchen. This is her book. It's a best-selling book. You can catch this too. Put this on the coffee table and look like the very eclectic person that you are. There's also like full of recipes. It's really dope. Hawa Hassan. Check her out.
Yes, BB's Kitchen, and that's tomorrow on the Food Network. Come on, let's support
Food Network.
Flanagan. Yes, on Food Network. Dahlia, how did NCCU find you?
Well, my mother is a professor. People who know me know I always sing my mother's praises. And she's dope, right? And is always in community with other professors and people who are dope as well. So Dr. Lydia Lindsay is a friend of my mom's, and my mom was speaking at Duke University, and Dr. Lindsay invited my mom and me. I was there for lunch. Professor Freddie Parker was there, and they brought me like some swag, and I was very interested in going to an HBCU to begin with because of just the culture and just knowing in the back of my mind that that's something I always wanted to do. So it was the way that the professors in the university communed and kept in contact with other professors and just showed love at all times.
Well, I must say, And of course, SGA President Derek Stanfield will understand that those two professors who spoke are from the nationally ranked Department of History from North Carolina Central University, Dr. Lydia Lindsay and Freddie Parker. Those are my people.
Yes.
I love that. I love that.
The professors. You know, and I'm one of these people who grew up in a small town in upstate New York. And the first black male professor I had was at North Carolina Central University. You know, professors were kind of like the parents, were like the aunties, you know, the people on campus who you could go to and understood the experience. And Dr. Lydia Lindsay, I love her so much. And Dr. Freddie Parker, you know, these are people. So I have to sing their praises.
These are legends.
Legends.
You know, Lydia Lindsay, I just love how she always just say in class, modernity.
Yes. Yes. She got us together more than one ways, you know, the extent of knowledge, the extent of cool, the way she would just come in a room, the clothing, everything was put together top to bottom, right? It made you want to be down. It made you want to be down, you know, and that's how I came into the university. I met them and I said, well, I got to see what's going on with this. All
right. I'm glad you said that. I love those people. I love you. Dolly Davies Flanagan, producer extraordinaire, got something premiering on Food Network tomorrow.
Yes.
Check that out. Thank you for being here.
Anytime.
Right, let's bring in Jesse Williams and Derek Stanfield so we can finish up together. Let's see if we get everybody in here. All right, it's a great day to be in North Carolina Central University Eagle. Thank y'all for being here, everybody. How y'all doing?
What up? What up?
All right. Let me just see what else I got here, man. I just love having this. This is homecoming every week for me. We are excited to have you and honor you today for everything that's going on. Just remind people that Alumni Weekend is virtual this year. July 16th through the 18th is coming up soon. You got to be down with this, right? The fee that it costs to come here is the cost of being a financial member of the Alumni Association. So come on and join the NCCU Alumni Association. And also, I want to give a shout out to my fellow graduates of classes of 2020 and 21. Become a member of the Alumni Association. So please tag some people who are recent graduates, tag some current people, Derek. Get them in our groups where they're welcome in our groups. We want to make sure that they are able to be with alumni so they can network and they can be with folks. Because people like the folks here on this show today, we want to create opportunities for young people and current Eagles, okay? Also, I want to tell you a special movement that I'm responsible for is the associate membership. The associate membership, okay? So the associate membership of the NCCU Alumni Association is a spouse, a sibling, somebody who's not a graduate of NCCU, but can be an associate member. So my mom and my sister are going to be a part of it. We have a lot of people whose spouses and maybe they work for the university. So if you're interested, or if you know somebody who your spouse or somebody in your life that wants to be a part of the Alumni Association that didn't graduate, they can be an associate member. It's only $25 a year, but they get let me see if I can pull up. I can't pull it up right now, but they get a luggage tag. I don't have a luggage tag, okay, with NCCU on. So associate members get a luggage tag, okay, and a membership card as well. So we have a very limited space for people who are not specifically graduates. So if you're interested in doing that, man, make sure that you DM us or DM me or tell me who that is, and we'll make sure we get you the information. So that's a couple of housekeeping things. And let's go right into our Eagles Give Challenge. This is going to be fun with the SGA President on here. Eagles Give Challenge. This is when we talk about giving a recurring gift to the university by visiting eaglesgive.com. And we also ask all of our guests if they will give a gift to the university. Let's start with Dolly, our first lady of the hour. Dolly Davies Flanagan, will you make a recurring gift to the university?
Of course.
Thank you.
You got to pay it forward, and yes, of course, 100%.
You got to pay it forward, you know, in finance and in deed, and you're doing both, of course. Jesse Wilkins, will you give a recurring gift to the university, please?
Most definitely.
Excellent. Excellent. And we're going to challenge the current student body president because, you know, it's never too early to start giving back. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I've seen the sneaker game. I've seen the Instagram profiles. You know what I'm saying? I know that people who are currently on the yard can give $19.10 to a scholarship to give back. The 79th president of SGA, Derek, will you make a recurring gift to the university?
I couldn't even use the broke college student excuse. I'm just around. Of course, that's not a problem.
Thank you, because if you had to use that, I was gonna pull up your Instagram and point out all these colors and all the stuff that you got. Anyway, thank you. This has been the Eagles Give Challenge. That's my echo because we don't have a budget. Kenzie, I'm gonna give me a budget. That's my echo. Go to eaglesgive.com. To make a recurring gift. And look, if you don't have a department or somebody that you want to give money to, you can always give to the annual fund, because the annual fund is what they call soft funds for the university to use however they need to. They did some excellent work during the pandemic while students whose families or who are from areas who are hotspots in the nation, we didn't want to send them back to those hotspots. So they had to use soft funds to really take care of students. So, you know, that's a very, very important piece. So if you don't have an endowment or a department that you want to give to the annual fund, and that's all available on eaglesgive.com. All right, guys, I wanted to just round robin and talk to you about a current event that's happening. Of course, we've all heard about it. Give me a second. Let me share my screen. What do you think about professors leaving predominantly white universities and going to Black universities? I can't put, here it is right here, here we go, going to Howard University. Of course they're going to Howard. You know, I would have loved for them to come to North Carolina Central University, but congratulations to Nicole Hannah Jones and Tanashi Coates, who will be going to Howard University to really just educate the next generation of Black journalists. But really it's a template for how they need to treat Black professionals wherever they are if they want them to stay. I want to start with the First Lady of our hour. Dahlia, what are your thoughts as a journalist, as a producer? What are your thoughts on this power move?
Yeah, this is hot topic right now, especially because of the whole, she wasn't offered tenure and everybody before her was offered tenure, which is kind of like a bit of a diss. So I love that she pivoted and took it right on over to Howard. Especially with how we're doing big things with Felicia Rashad now over and naming the building for Chadwick Boseman, who's passed away, Black Panther. You know, this is what we're talking about. I think we have to pour back into the HBCU system as much as possible. A lot of the other universities, the predominantly white institutions, have had the resources and the finances, I think, to pull people and be a little bit more interesting to what they can offer. But when it comes down to it, a lot of these professors would rather be with their people. And so we're seeing that happen. And I love that these are the people who led the way, because we're talking about New York Times best-selling, top of their game people. And, you know, NCCU has this new TV studio. You know, we're in line. You know, these are the kinds of things that our students deserve. And there's a lot of people who can pour back into these departments, and we have the template. All we need is the leadership.
Absolutely.
I think it's dope.
Absolutely. And I look forward to you leading us as well in those areas too. Jesse, what are your thoughts on that top story?
Yeah, just piggybacking off what she said, man, pouring back into ourselves. I'm an educator myself. I went to a Title I school, something like the school I'm at now. And a lot of our kids don't know how to communicate, man. And the biggest thing with me is just teaching these kids that once you have that relationship, a lot of doors will open up for you, and learning how to talk to people and just deal with people and communicating by itself. We have to learn that. And I think a lot of our kids, once they build that trust, a lot can come from that.
Thank you for that. Derek, your thoughts?
Yeah, this was something that I was following closely. The leadership of another student body president, Lamar Riches over at UNC Chapel Hill, definitely made this a lot of what we've seen come true in regard to the situation Nicole Hannah Jones. I'll say when it comes to professors and just HBCU culture in general, one thing that you'll see at a HBCU that is unparalleled anywhere else in the world, I'll say, is just the amount of Black professors, Black academics, even, our chancellor here at NCCU is Black. So that's just something that you wouldn't see. And I think that, the decision that they made to go to Howard is definitely something I would like to see. Like you said, some coming to NCCU, especially those that have built up such a great name for themselves and a great record in their actual career fields, to come pour back into our students.
Indeed. And you brought up the SGA president from Carolina who wrote a statement. I encourage you, I couldn't pull it fast enough, but made a statement. I thought that was so powerful. Just like some of the other Black faculty from the journalism school who said this was wrong. We love Carolina because we go here. And, that's her alma mater. Can you imagine us doing work like this and then being disrespected by our alma mater? Can you imagine? But the SGA president wrote a really cool statement and article. I suggest everyone kind of Google that and see what they talked about with racism and et cetera, et cetera. I thought it was powerful for a current student body president to take the lead in that way. And Derek has that power and has that fire as well. So I look forward to his leadership on many things during his tenure. Well, look, we are at time. So we want to really just go wrap around again and give our final thoughts. What is something that you'd like for our guests to leave knowing from you, our powerful guests? We're going to start with Jesse Wilkins from the class of 07. What's your final thoughts, Jesse?
I talked a lot about mental health, man. Mental health matters. I haven't been the best communicator growing up, and just from being where I am now and going through therapy, learned that communication, a lot of people think communication is it, but learning how to communicate and understanding and comprehending what a person is saying before reacting to what they're saying is a big deal. And building those relationships with people, and because you never know when you're going to see somebody again. I got my first job in Charlotte because of a teacher I had in high school, and I had no idea that he was watching me. Your character is a lot in this world, and like I said, you never know who's watching you. You might need that person again, so we got to treat each other the way we want to be treated in this world.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Jesse. Derek Stanfield, your final thoughts.
I encourage everyone watching to definitely join if you're an alumnus, join the Alumni Association and contribute and, give back to our students, whether it be, Cash Apping, if you know an Eagle, Cash App one of those broke college students or something, but definitely give back to our university.
Derek, did you want to put your Cash App on the screen? Did you want to do that?
No,
okay.
No.
Okay, got it. Afterwards. All right. Dolly Davies Flanagan, what's your final thoughts?
Yeah, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna just hold up the book, so just kind of like happening in the background. Don't forget to check it out, Food Network, Thursday at 7 p.m. And check me out too. I have my podcast, Melanated Mom Talk. I also have been doing some spiritual life coaching. Jesse, I love everything you said about wellness and mental health. We need to prioritize that, especially as Black and Brown people. Like other communities are taking advantage of the time, and I think we need to make sure we always center our wellness and our health first, because your health is your wealth. If you don't have your body, if you don't have your mind sound together, everything else is going to just fall apart. So I love all of that. Check me. You can find me always at welm.co, WELM.co. Get at me, and everybody who's in the New York area, let's hook up this alumni chapter. I mean, we're trying to fill it out and do some new things with the New York Metropolitan chapter. Really, really fun New York alumni things to come. So pull up.
Come on, lit in NYC. Come on.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Dolly Davies Flanagan from class of 04. Derek Stanfield, who is our current SGA president, and Jesse Wilkins from the class of 07. Thank y'all for being here. Remember, until next time, an eagle is no common, ordinary barnyard fowl. And what we like to say is that you belong at NCCU. Make sure that you join the Alumni Association at NCCU. Alumni.org, and make a recurring gift to the university at eaglesgive.com. We thank you for watching. Take care.
Appreciate you, man.